In this analysis video, we're going to look at the 10 largest companies by market value and compare 8 key metrics to see which has the best business. First, we look at growth. You can see here which of these 10 giant companies has the highest projected earnings growth for the next 5 years. The higher the growth, the better. Note that the red line is where the S&P 500 would sit. Second, we look at P/E ratio. You can see here which of these 10 companies has the least speculation around it. This is based on a lower P/E ratio. The lower the ratio, the better. We prefer a P/E ratio below the red line of the S&P 500. Third, we look at the 200-day moving average. You can see here which of these 10 companies is trading furthest below its SMA 200. This means how much of a discount the stock is trading relative to its near-term average. The lower the SMA 200, the better. We prefer it below the red line. Fourth, we look at the returns. This is the sum of a company's ROA, ROE, and ROI. You can see here which of these 10 companies has the most efficient business. The higher the returns, the better. We prefer it above the red line. Fifth, we look at dividends. You can see here which of these 10 companies has the highest dividend yields. Note here that half these companies don't pay out a dividend. The higher the yield, the better. We prefer it above the red line of the S&P 500. Sixth, we look at short float. You can see here which of these 10 companies is least shorted. The lower the short percentage, the better. We prefer the short below the red line. Seventh, we look at profit margins. You can see here which of these 10 companies has the best type of business. This is an indication of how much money is kept to reinvest and pay out to shareholders. The higher the margins, the better. We prefer it above the red line. Eighth, we look at Analyst Recommendations. A 1 is a strong buy and a 5 is a strong sell. You can see here which of these 10 companies is more loved by Wall Street. The closer to 1, the better. We prefer it below the red line of the S&P 500. Scoring everything we've analyzed, we get a tally of the best and worst business here. Of the 10 largest public companies, here's how they score in terms of business. Note here that they're all respected companies, but they differ in terms of product and business outcome. Lastly, let's look at year-to-date performance of each of these 10 large companies. Although this will change a lot more frequently than the other 8 metrics, it's a good idea if you just want to look at the stock's performance. Invest wisely, and as always, take care of your money.